It's your girl Bondy Blue, and I am back for another The Bondy Blue Show. All right, so let's just get right into my topics. There is no time to waste, okay? Because my schedule is always askew. Here we are on a Monday, me putting out Bondy Blue Show. But you know what? Better late than never. Better late than never. So, first topic. Russell Simmons. Yes, as of recent, we've seen a lot of people being called to the carpet for sexual accusations, okay? Men have been handsy, touching, raping, forcibly putting dick on bitches' foreheads, just disrespectful shit, sending hoes dildos, telling them what they want to do in a nice little note. The fuck? What's going on? Let me explain. First of all, as a woman, I have been sexually harassed, okay, or put in these types of situations more than once, okay? So I do get it. I do understand. And I don't even want to go like all into depth about the whole thing because like, who has time for that today, okay? I know there were a lot of things y'all wanted me to talk about, including the slavery going on in Libya, and a whole bunch of other stuff that I couldn't give y'all today. I can't give y'all sad today. It's just not gonna happen right now. I got my daddy's shirt on. It's about to be Christmas time. I ain't got no Christmas tree yet. Navient is in my fucking email. I can't give you sad, baby. I gotta give you what I can give you right now, okay? And that's to talk about not so deep shit. This is deep, but we ain't about to be going diving into the center of the fucking universe on this one. It's just not gonna happen. But hold up. So let me tell y'all, Russell Simmons was first accused by Kerry Clausen of Victoria's Secret fame. And it was one of those situations where fellow sexual deviants, allegedly, where Brett Ratner brought Kerry Clausen over to Russell Simmons' house and proceeded to sit by as she was raped for all intents and purposes. They don't ever actually say rape, but then they'll say we had sex. I didn't want to have the sex. Bitch, it was rape. Say it was rape. Please say it's rape. Stop trying to nicely say this shit. We had sexual intercourse. No, bitch, you were raped. Okay? Please. I don't understand like why we're trying to mute the language like it isn't already a huge issue what's going on. And it's always going on, but because the world is made up of old white men who get to pick and choose what happens to everybody else, things have just become a culture. Someone wanted me to talk about how sexual harassment affects men in the business. And all I could think of in my head is who the fuck cares? Okay? And I don't mean to be mean because there is some guy out there that some old lady has done some terrible things to. And I'm sorry for that guy. I'm talking about those type of situations, not a situation where a man is raped by a man or some shit. That's on the same accord. This is happening to women more than it is happening to men. And that is what the culture is. And what I mean by culture is women on a daily basis deal with things like this, and they have to let them slide and let them go because they need their paycheck. They need for someone to not flip the situation and then make them out to be the whore or the deviant or a slut. What was she wearing? How short was her skirt? All of that type of shit. Okay? When men can't control themselves. That's what pisses me off. That you will find any reason you can come up with to make it okay. Oh, he was drinking. Oh, she let him on. And that's the thing with Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons was given this authority over models for some reason. I don't know why a nigga with a lisp incited that much fever in the model industry. I really don't know. I know he had his own clothing line and all of that shit, but you didn't see the same type of situation happening with like Diddy, for instance. I have never seen Diddy date anybody that was underage. Everybody has always been of age. He has never even discriminated on age when it comes to somebody being a mogul, having a fashion line, and fucking plenty models, okay? Then you look at Russell Simmons, who his wife was what, 15, 16 years old when they started dating, 17 or 18 when they got married. I can't tell you for sure. Please don't quote me. This ain't the news. But I'm just being real with y'all. She was a fucking teenager. And he sought her out, eventually married her and had children with her, and then they divorced, which showed you what? That he has a thing for young women. It's like she was aging out. Okay, I've always felt that creepy, rapey factor from Russell Simmons. It's just something about it. And you know what he does? He tries to cover it with the Zen yoga shit. And then that confuses you. And then he's a mogul and has so much influence. It seems like such a nice guy. So you have all this respect for him and what he did for hip hop and Def Jam with the comedy. Yet they don't have respect for any women enough to remember if they fuck them or not. His memory is the issue in his responses to these women's allegations, okay? Like, he said he doesn't remember it that way with Kerry Clausen. He also said he didn't remember it that way with Jenny Lumet, who, I think I'm saying that right, Lumet or Lumet, whatever. She is Lena Horne's granddaughter. Her story was that they were at a function. He offered to drive her home, missed her street after she told him they missed her street. Locked the doors, wouldn't let her out the car. Eventually they show up to his house where the driver kind of blocks her in, and she's physically stuck between these two men. Ultimately, she is ushered out of the car and into his home, abode, whatever, fucking dungeon. That's the motherfucker that probably got a rape dungeon. I'm just playing. It's a joke, okay? I don't know anything about Russell Simmons, okay? I'm just telling y'all what I heard and reiterating my feelings, okay? And proceeded to have sex with her that she didn't want to have. And here's the thing, and this is where the responsibility of people with power needs to deepen. You need to understand your position with people. How can you not be aware that as such a huge figure in culture, that someone might feel like you pressuring them sexually is forcing them into the situation? Because if they don't sleep with you, then what? They're not getting no more modeling gigs? You say something bad to somebody, now they blackballed. Do you tell somebody you did fuck them anyway and now they a hoe? You never fucking know. And I feel like a lot of the times with these women, but hold up, in Jenny's situation, she felt that he may get angry because he didn't want to let her out the car and his demeanor had changed. She also said that he was only half hard and couldn't get it up and did not ejaculate on the inside of her. So I'll just let you to go ahead and ponder on what that means. He's decided to step down from Def Jam. Def Jam is about to come out with a new comedy show on HBO. You know, it's like I guess a throwback to the old Def Comedy Jam show. They took his name off of it. His name has been taken off the company. All of this shit so that things can happen without him. But Russell Simmons is worth like $300 million. So it's not like it fucking matters at this point. My girl, Amanda Stills, had to make some comments about this shit too. A while back, she made an Instagram video and she said that a very influential, successful, huge, rich person, she had a meeting with them. And in the meeting, he's like, oh wait, did we ever fuck? And she was like, no. He was like, right, because I would have remembered that, right? See the point being made? That you don't even know who you fucked. I don't care how rich you are. I don't care how famous you are. I don't care what your gender is. I don't care what your nationality is. If you don't remember if you had sex with someone, you need to fucking stop. There needs to be some checks and balances. Something has got to have infected your penis by now. If you don't remember if you had sex with Amanda Seales. Not to say that she's big, but she's not an extra either. So So, I mean, just that mindset alone, that type of privilege, you know what I'm saying, for you to have on you, for you to walk around just feeling like women are flowers for you to pick, smell, and throw on the fucking ground. Like, it's upsetting, but it makes me feel like a change is coming. But yeah, Russell Simmons, not surprised. Ashanti has been doing the circuit this week. Okay, hey Ashanti, girl. Better known in her later years for being a Botticelli chick, okay? Like hella fine, okay? Hella naked. And you be like, oh, all right. Yeah, Ashanti, bitch, you better be fixed with the natural, okay? Like while everybody has been going get their ass shots, Ashanti been in the gym getting that ass higher, baby. Can you feel it same way that okay? Like, I'm telling y'all, she has kept that sexy on, like, it's continued to rise. She hasn't been making any music, okay? We have no idea what the fuck else is going on with Ashanti, but we know that bitch be fine, okay? That's what's been going on lately. Apparently, she has some music that's about to come out, and she's been doing interviews. She did Everyday Struggle, and y'all know that's, Joe Budden, an academic show, and they always say some controversial shit, get into it with somebody so we could, you know, come and watch the show. It's a great show. I love it. Okay? And during their conversation, it was mentioned that someone threw ones on Ashanti during a concert because she was wearing a bodysuit and some boots. And apparently that's what strippers wear in New York. Now, this was supposedly a joke by academics and Joe. I don't know. I was kind of confused. But either way, Ashanti decided it was time to gather them. Okay? So she gave them the business and tried to educate them on, am I a doctor? Am I a doctor? Are you going to let me do surgery on you? No, but bitch, you was dressed like a doctor. You know what I'm saying? They were still making a point that you dressing like a stripper. Don't get mad when somebody throw ones at you. Let me tell you something, okay? I will forever feel like if I put on a bodysuit to get up on a stage and sing and perform, and you throw ones at me, I'm going to feel some type of way, especially if I want never a stripper. If I'm Cardi, then I don't really feel no type of way. But if I'm Ashanti and has never stripped a day in my damn life and finds it very disrespectful for somebody to be throwing money at me while I'm performing, I mean, you know, it's not cool. I didn't think that was okay. I got her point. I felt how she felt. I felt like she was right to feel how she felt. But at the end of the day, it seemed like it was just a fucking joke. So I don't know why everybody lost their shits. Along with the whole situation with her outfits and her body and what she's been doing lately, she spoke on what happened with Murder Inc. Y'all know Murder Inc. was investigated by the FBI. Some people was indicted. Shit went down. Apparently, Ashanti had a lot of fucking irons on the stoves, all right? She was out here getting them jobs, performances, setting it up for the brown girls, early 2000s. And when that happened, a lot of people pulled out. But because we've never heard of anybody on Murder Inc. going broke, she's been all right. Her mama is still her manager, which I've always found slightly unsettling, but hey, if it works for you. Just because her mama seem a little crazy, but hey, you know what I'm saying? If that's the relationship you want to have with your mama, I'm mind my business, ain't mine, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you guys, Ashanti is apparently coming out with some new music, looking good, answering DMs, being interesting, being relevant. Holla at her. Moniece Slaughter, okay? Y'all know I have a love-hate relationship with Moniece Slaughter. There are moments when I do prayer hands, okay, for Moniece Slaughter. And then there are other moments when I want to smack the shit out of her and get her life together. And this is one of those moments. So, our boy Ray J went on the reel and told everybody in a real nice church suit that him and Prinky was having a baby. And y'all know they've been trying all season on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. That's all Ray J and Prinky was trying to accomplish, was to put a bun in the oven, okay? So Ray J shot up the club, apparently did some things to get his sperm to act right, and boom, pow, here's a baby. Okay, Princess even posted a picture on Instagram showing a little belly bump, and it's like, girl, go sit down. That ain't nothing. But I see you. I see you. But stop, okay? Wait for it. Wait for it like all the rest of the girls who we be like, we just found out she was pregnant yesterday. Goddamn, that bitch 5 months pregnant. It be like that. Like, I didn't know what the hell was going on with Tia Mowry. I was like, oh, what the fuck? When did she get pregnant? She big. I was surprised as fuck. But then you got people like Nico Hart that you feel like been pregnant for 2 years. Finally had that baby. Thank you, Jesus. Anyway, sorry. Getting away from myself. Back to Moniece. Back to Prinky. Back to Ray J. And lastly, Brandy. Moniece put it out there that yes. Just like y'all all thought. Brandy is pregos and she is the surrogate for Prinky and Ray J. I did not believe this when I heard it for a couple of reasons. I'm going to start with number one. Number one, I don't trust you, Moniece. You say shit out of anger. I don't trust you, bitch. Sometimes I don't know if I can trust what you talking about, okay? Number two, I feel like if Ray J and Brandy and Princess decided that that was what they were going to do, I don't think they would have a problem putting that out there. I mean, that would be a beautiful thing for her to do for her brother if that's what it came down to. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't believe it for those 2 reasons. And then come to find out, Brandy puts out a video of her giving blood not too long ago. And if you know, pregnant women cannot give blood. And she was donating her blood from what I understand. So, you know, that put the whole kabooch on her being a surrogate for Prinky and Ray J. Why, Moniece? Why, we ask, would you lie about such a thing? Why would you ruin such a great announcement with your shade, bitch? With your teeny tiny crazy bitch shade. Why? Well, let me explain why. I don't know if you heard. I don't know if you saw. But Moniece's brother was on Dr. Phil and they were talking about his paranoid schizophrenic bipolarism that he got popping right now, okay? Not to make jokes about mental health, mental illness. I have an aunt that's a paranoid schizophrenic. I often sometimes wonder if somebody's going to tell me I'm bipolar in 10 years. I hope not. Okay, but I have hella ups and downs emotionally. That's why y'all get all this extra shit. And then I go in the back and cry for a day. Okay, I'm just sometimes. Okay, so don't think I'm not taking it seriously, but I just don't feel like being that deep about some shit right now. But what I want to say is that Moniece and her family slightly are blaming Brandy for Moniece's brother, who's 28 years old, getting off his medication. They had been hanging around each other, and Brandy influenced him that it was okay to smoke every now and then. Not smoke, to drink. Have a drink or two every now and again, and that he didn't need to be on his medication. Honestly, that kind of does sound like some shit Brandy would tell somebody, because I be thinking that Brandy ain't all the way wrapped too tight, and I blame my mama sometimes. I'm not even gonna lie. That's a mean-ass lady. But she's been looking puffy, so everybody's like, you know, what the fuck is going on with Brandy? I don't know what's going on with Brandy, but I do believe that Brandy might have influenced Moniece's brother to get off his medication. And so I feel like Moniece now has vendetta, and their families got beef now. So she gonna come out with this ignorant shit talking about Brandy is a surrogate. Moniece, go sit down. Xscape hires Vincent Herbert. Vincent Herbert has been on my news for the past week or so. A lot going on with him and Tamar. A lot going on the Tamar and Vince show. Their divorce, his abuse, all of that shit, right? Just because I feel like it's kind of up in the air. I even heard some rumors that they might be reconciling, but Tamar is like, that ain't happening. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Thank God the mama stopped doing interviews. She must have heard us say that's enough now. Go sit your ass down. We don't need no more interviews from you, mama. Okay? Look. And now here, that Vincent is hired by Xscape to manage them. And Candy is not a part of the music they've been putting out. They put out 2 singles. I only heard a little snippet of both of the songs. I thought they both sound great. I love to hear Tiny sing. I miss Tiny's voice. I didn't even realize I had missed Tiny's voice. On a song, I wanted to hear Tiny's voice more than I wanted to hear Tasha's voice, which is weird because on the old songs, Tasha's voice and Candy's voices are the most prominent ones a lot of the time. But even though I like the music that they're putting out, I still don't like the incomplete package. I also don't understand why they would add Vincent Herbert on as a manager at this juncture. Okay, especially with Tamar. I don't know how this situation is working out, but Tamar is on tour with Xscape. So Tamar, Xscape, Vincent Herbert, divorce, niggas biting fingers, niggas losing weight, niggas fucking Becky's. It's too much going on. This seems stressful, even from here. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with this situation. I also know that Vincent Herbert is managing Remy. I don't know how he's able to manage all of these huge artists. These are not just, because I feel like you have to balance your time. And a lot of the time when you have a really big artist, a lot of your time will go to that really big artist. But he got Xscape, he got Remy, he got Tamar, who's still on his roster. Like, that seemed like a lot, Vince. You know, maybe your stress level is due to just, you know, not just Tamar, but also the amount of work that you put on yourself so that you can be successful. So I'm on Gossip, just looking, seeing whatever's popping. And do y'all remember the dude that I kept saying looked like Devontae off Insecure? You know, the one that Molly was having that little affair with because he was married, even though they had an open marriage, light skin with the space. Yeah, him. Not as cute as Devontae, but close enough. You understand? Same hairstyle. Understand me when I was calling him that, right? Well, apparently he was on Twitter and made some comments about not liking that Cardi B says the N-word. A lot of people don't like that people say the N-word. I'm a firm believer in this is what it is at this point. This is how we speak. This is how I talk. I try not to say it in mixed company, but it's kind of the way I speak. Okay, I'm also African American and understand the racial and historical gravity of the word and why we as black people have always been able to rise above in a lot of these fucked up situations that we are put in. But the last thing I'm going to allow is for anybody white to tell me what words that I am going to say. Okay, we tell you you can't say it because of the history, the continuance of bullshit that we all have to deal with. And the fact that some of you don't understand this and don't want to respect this only greatens the amount of white privilege you have as my former oppressor to think you can tell me how to deal with said oppression. Fuck out of here. But this Cardi B situation, because this has come up before about Latinos saying nigga, I have my feelings about this. I don't feel like it's that much of an issue because I feel like the same injustices that us as African Americans suffer, a lot of Latinos suffer as well. Okay? You know what I'm saying? They get racially profiled. They get followed around stores. Fuck. They get deported. You know what I'm saying? Like, some areas, okay? And then a lot of the time I feel, especially with like Dominicans, which Cardi B is Dominican, Dominicans are black. Dominicans are black. We're not talking about Puerto Ricans. We're not talking about Cubans, and a lot of Cubans are black too. And we all know that all of those countries had the African trade going on. So all of them have African descent, whether they want to accept it or not. Because a lot of these motherfuckers love claiming their European side, but not the African side. It ain't no difference, okay? But I do want to state the fact that I recognize that Cardi B and Hennessy grew up in the hood with all the little black girls and had kinky hair like the little black girls and light skin just like the little black girls, but just knew how to speak fucking Spanish. Was oppressed and living in the projects just like the black girls. Had to go strip to get out of abusive relationship just like the black girls, okay? And out in this world, regardless to the hue of her skin, is going to be viewed as a nigga whether y'all want to deal with it or not. It's time for my motherfucking advice. It's time for my motherfucking advice. Let's get into the letter. Okay, I'll try to make this as clear and as concise as possible. I have been talking to a female for almost 5 months now, and I really like her. She says that she really likes me too, but in her past and in mine too, she has rushed into relationships and she doesn't want to rush this time. She wants to build a friendship, which I totally understand. Now, in the meantime, she wants me to check in and pretty much not talk to anyone else while she says she's not either. But I see on Facebook, the devil, that it might be possible that she is. I don't know on what kind of level she and the other girl are, but she and I spend a lot of time together. I feel uncomfortable with seeing the comments, but I, for one, may very well be wrong about my assumption. And I know if I ask, she will say that she and the girl are just friends. Number two, I really don't want to talk to anyone else because I'm ready for a relationship with her. I know what I want. And number three, thrice, all three y'all, I kind of want to say something, but I want to chill out. Because we are supposed to be friends, and although I am not comfortable in the double standard, I really don't want to talk to anyone else. And I think if I say something, she will think that I do. I hope that was clear. Please help. Okay, I'm to understand this is a lesbian relationship. Or girl on girl, whatever you want to call it. I know everybody don't like labels these days, but I like the word lesbian, to be honest with you. Okay, so what I would say is that even though you may have fear that the conversation may change the circumstances of your relationship, you being uncomfortable with the relationship proves that something needs to be said. You don't know what's going on with the other girl, and you can't really feel any type of way, but you need to say what it is, okay? Tell her, hey, if we're taking it slow, then I need to set my boundaries, okay? You can't do this, and I won't do this. If those boundaries cannot be accepted, because even in a slow but steady climb to a full-blown relationship, people would like some type of respect to be laid down as it pertains to other people that you might be seeing. There's a hierarchy of how you're, dating people most of the time. So I feel like if she really cares about you, then she'll be honest with you for one. And if she's not honest with you, then that's a clue that you don't need to be in a relationship with her, first of all. But just have the conversation with her. Say, hey, look, I know that you might be talking to somebody on Facebook. I don't know what that relationship is, and I'm not about to assume about it. But what I want to say is it makes me uncomfortable, especially since I'm not talking to anybody else and we're trying to move slow. I just really want to be clear about what's happening right now so that I can know how to feel, because right now my feelings is a little up in the air. Okay, I'm digging you, I'm feeling you, you my girl, whatever, however y'all speak to each other, and just, let her know I'm uncomfortable with this. I don't want to trip about it, but I at least need to know what's happening so I can make a decision for myself. And that's real. And if she can't respect that, then move on like Maya. Maybe y'all just need to be friends. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people put too much pressure on themselves in relationships nowadays. You always want to do what the other person wants you to do because you're young and the hormone, I don't know how young you are, but when I was like, before I got married and shit, the hormone of being with somebody, you'll do anything trying to keep that motherfucker happy. That's not realistic and that's not good for you as a person. That's not what a grown person is supposed to be doing. A grown person is supposed to be okay and well and fine all on their own. And any disrespect that is thrown their way needs to be handled accordingly, which means if somebody needs to be dropped, they need to be dropped. Fuck their feelings. Are they worrying about yours? Are your feelings being worried about? Are your needs being met? You need to consider yourself too. I'm not saying be a selfish partner, be a selfish person in a relationship, but you need to be selfish with your feelings and your time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all I got for you. Real simple, real clean. I love y'all. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Okay, Care Bear share. Shake them tits. Shake them tits. Hold up though. I want to send a special happy birthday shout out today to Tony D. Pablo. And I saw the Tony part, but I had to look at the D. Pablo because my eyes ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I'm blind as fuck even with these glasses on. It's a lot. But I want to send a shout out and a happy birthday to you, boo. Alright? And yeah, that's it. That's all I said. I hope y'all enjoy. See y'all in the next one.